Animals can't do any crimes, right? I always think of animals as innocent creatures. But throughout history, there have been some cases that shows animals doing crimes and some of those animals even got punished by the law. Can an animal really do any crime? In 1474 in Basel, a rooster is charged with a crime and put on trial because it lays an egg. It is not usual for a rooster to lay an egg. If it's happened today, it would probably appear on the local news and scientists would say it's possible due to a rooster hormonal imbalance. Nothing more than that. But for Europe in the 14th century where the witch hunt was a trend, it was bad news for the chicken. The locals go crazy with what's happened. Being very superstitious, they believe this rooster is a spawn of Satan himself, and even the authorities got involved. According to the legend, they believe that an egg laid by roosters contained cockatrice. Let me explain a little about cockatrice. Cockatrice is a mythical beast with the body of a dragon and a rooster head. They're super dangerous because with only a look, they can kill or petrify you. To create a cockatrice, there are some conditions you should meet. First, you need an egg that was laid by a rooster. And second, you need a toad that somehow decided that it's a good idea to incubate the rooster egg. If you meet the odds for that things to happen, then you get yourself a cockatrice that's ready to destroy the nearby village. Due to the fear of cockatrice, the authorities put this chicken on trial. And the chicken lost because, the chicken can defend himself in a court. The rooster is then sentenced to be burned alive, witnessed by the townspeople and peasants. And the execution begins. The executioner then checked the burnt chicken body just after the execution, and how surprised he was when he found 3 more eggs inside the rooster. Okay, enough about chicken, let's talk about the cat. In Pennsylvania in 2013, a man committed a string of crimes, but he told the authority that a cat told him to do it. The man is James Royer. The authority think he need a mental health evaluation because he confesses that all the crimes he did were based on the instruction of a cat. He told the judge that he did it because the cat kept telling him to do it and kept harassing him every single day until he did the crimes. He says the cat was also the mastermind of everything he did, starting from picking a plastic gun to robbing a bank, steal a car, put the bag on his head to conceal his identity, and when he is chased by the police, the cat also told him to hit his stolen car into the police car. All of the things he does was based on the cat's instruction. The judge, of course, didn't believe it, and the man was then sentenced up to 5 years in prison and got a mental health assessment. But if it was true that the evil cat did that,
it might be part of the bigger plan for the cat to rule the world.
Speaking of ruling the world, during the Napoleonic Wars, there was an interesting event involving a monkey accused of being a spy. It happened in Hartlepool, a small town in England, in 19th century. At that time, the townspeople were afraid of being invaded by French. One day, one of the French ships was spotted near the port, and the locals were anxious. But luckily, not long after that, the ship sank because of the storm. No one survived that accident except for a little monkey wearing a French uniform. The monkey was the ship's mascot and got dressed like a French naval army for the crew's amusement. Thankfully, by holding onto the pitch of the ship, the monkey made it to the shore, but only to be greeted by angry local fishermen. The monkey was then arrested and accused of being a French spy. Why? It turns out the locals have never seen a monkey before. And the fact that the monkey was wearing the French uniform certainly didn't help. Also, the British propaganda portrayed Napoleon as a short person, making them pretty certain that French looked like what they had in front of them right now. Kill him, he's a French spy. Dude, I don't think it's a human. He's too short and too hairy. Well, my neighbor is short and hairy. Do you think he's not human? Okay, it makes sense. The monkey was then put on trial by the local people, and they questioned the monkey for hours in the hope of making the monkey confess. What are you trying to do with our town? Where's Napoleon? What's his next move? Stop speaking French, I can't understand them. The thought that the monkey can't understand English make them pretty sure that the monkey is an actual French spy. Because of that, they ordered the locals to execute the monkey by hanging him on the beach. the Hartlepool residents then got the consequence. Until today, people still make fun of them by calling them monkey hangers. Also, you can find a few monkey statues around Hartlepool as a memorial for the innocent French monkey that was hanged that day. Lastly, we have a goat that was arrested for an attempt to steal a car and armed robbery. I guess you can call it Goat Theft Auto. It happened in Nigeria in 2009. The story goes like this. One day, a pack of thieves is trying to rob a car. They are then caught red-handed by the local vigilante group. In Nigeria, there's a vigilante group that consists of locals that patrolling the area to prevent the crime from happening. Back to the story, the thieves then try to run away and the vigilante group chased them. One of the thieves successfully fled, and based on the vigilante group testimony, the rest of the thieves used their black magic and then turned into goats. So the vigilante group takes the goats to the police. The police somehow agreed to arrest the goats. They also believe the story that it was actually the thieves that shapeshift themselves into goats, not just some unlucky goats that happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. The story may not make sense to us, but in Nigeria, the beliefs in witchcraft and black magic are widely accepted. But my question is, why turn into goats? Why not turn into a faster animal like cheetah or bird so they can easily fly to run away? You see, all of those things that happen are not actually these animals' fault. Well, maybe not for that cat, but still, animal can commit any crimes. It was the human that overreacted and then blamed the poor animal for the things they didn't do. Anyway, thank you for watching and see you in the next video.